I'm winding up my month in Paris on a rainy Saturday, so a quick look at my studio apartment. And here's the best part. I'm very close to the Seine. It's just right down there where the trees are. I had a lot of different expectations for Paris, but there were some things that pleasantly surprised me. So my biggest surprise was that everyone I interacted with in Paris pretty much spoke English. And they weren't rude and they weren't mean to me because I was an American. And it wasn't just people in the tourist industry that seemed to speak English, but like my hairdresser and just random people. Bottom line is all the people here seem to really go out of their way to try to understand my terrible French and to be helpful. Another surprise is for a city this large, the traffic in Paris really isn't very bad. I was afraid to ride the buses at first, but they actually move along pretty well. I did not expect Paris to be so bike-friendly, with many lanes added for the 24 Olympics and lots of bike-sharing options. It's great if you're a cyclist, but you do have to be careful as a pedestrian, especially since many bikes are electric. I didn't realize taking the trains, metro, and buses would be so easy and reasonably priced. They just simplified the fares in January, so it's either €2 for the bus or €2.50 for any metro ride and some of the commuter trains. Now, it can be confusing to figure out which trains accept the Metro Pass and which don't, but you can ride as far as an hour and a half on just €2.50. One thing I've been pleasantly surprised about is that in Paris restaurants and cafes, you always get a big bottle of water and a glass. You don't get ice, but the water is always cold. And this is great compared to other countries in Europe like the Netherlands, where you're going to pay €4 or €5 for a bottle or glass of water. There are also beautiful drinking fountains all throughout Paris, so you can save a lot of money by not having to buy water. Of course, I expected Paris to be beautiful, but I don't think I realized just how beautiful everywhere I went. The flowers, the statues, the sculptures, just the architecture everywhere was just incredible. So to sum up, Paris, more beautiful, more magical, and a lot friendlier than I ever thought.